Junpei had only a moment ago been ready to open. Yeah. So I assume it's this one here, and then they found the map on the wall here. Because that's just the hospital again, isn't it? That's door 3. He pulled the map of the ship's interior off the wall, put it in his pocket, and followed the others. Wait a minute. Because there's no door here, because there's not one of these. So if they just came down this door, then they want to go in this room here, but not this one here, because this just looks like the hospital. The 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward. He took hold of the door and spoke, without looking back at the other 5. Ready? I'm gonna open it. Well, if that is door 3, then there doesn't appear to be a dead in this room. Maybe it's this one here, but maybe that was just a room, like, no, wrong room. With a deep breath, Santa threw open the door. They poured through the doorway and into the room. Even without looking around, each of them knew where they were. They were just where the map had said they would be. The same room they'd been in not so very long ago. I knew it! The tremendous central hospital room with empty beds from wall to wall. I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors. He looked like anyone might after only just waking up, but it seemed that his brain was working as well as ever. He had managed to grasp, summarize, and understand each team's report. At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I'm sure you'll be back for me. I did hope you would come back, but I confess I didn't think you'd be back so soon. Ace shook his head with a rueful smile. Well, we saw each other again, and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. 7 smiled. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need. The key? Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Here. 7 tossed something small and metallic toward Junpei. He caught it and found that the object was a key. Looks like it says 24 as well. On it, someone had engraved a symbol very similar to a 4. It's like either 21 or a 4. Or 24, if you put them both together like that. He looked over at June, who nodded back. It had to be the Jupiter symbol. I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright? Yeah, got it. Junpei took the new key into his pocket. As a group, they now had 3 keys that had not been used. The Earth key, which had been found in the laboratory. The Saturn key card, which had been found in the kitchen. The Jupiter key, which 7 had just handed to Junpei. Junpei took the new keys into his pocket. June spoke up. The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right? Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then next to the stairs... Wait. They were the first words anyone had heard out of Clover in quite some time. Her face suggested they weren't going to be very happy words. What about door 3? Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It would just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point seeing what's on the other side of that door. There is a point. At least there is for me. There were tears in her eyes, but she glared at 7 as hard as she could, just the same. She looked very much like a frightened puppy. There wasn't a man alive who could have resisted those eyes. 7 looked everywhere in the room, except at Clover, and Martin coughed apologies under his breath. Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake bit me on the other side of that door 3. Other side of door 3. Clover nodded once. The next person to speak was Ace. Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you? Huh? Me? Junpei did the calculations quickly in his head. 4 and 1 equals 7. 1 and 2 is 1 and 2 and equals 3. So we need 3 people? It looked like 7 was doing them too. At last he gave up. Damn, well I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh? Yes, you are. Alright, let's get moving. You don't need 3 people? Is it 2 to 5 people? Ah, there we go. And so it was decided that Clover, Ace, and 7 would discover what lay beyond that door. Okay, we're heading out. Be careful. Whoa, didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus. Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you brought it. The rest of us can't open door 9. Ah, the truth comes out. 7 nodded as if this answer made much more sense and pulled the lever on the red. Okay, let's go. The door opened and Ace, Clover and 7 jumped through it. Six, 7, 8. After exactly 9 seconds, the door closed noisily. Alright, we should get moving too. Huh? Get moving? Where are we going? Everyone except Lotus seemed rather confused. Well, it'd be a waste of time to just sit around now, wouldn't it? Let me explain. I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key. Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake. Didn't think she cared. They were at the end of the hallway lined by individual hospital rooms. The Jupiter symbol was engraved on the keyhole. Alright, Junpei, open it if you please. Yeah, on it. Junpei pulled the Jupiter key out of his pocket and slid it into the keyhole. He twisted. With a nice sharp click, he felt the door unlock. Alright, ready guys? Junpei's companions nodded. He nodded back, then slowly and quietly opened the door. Inside was exactly what he expected to see from the map of the ship's interior. They were in a tremendous hall, almost like a ballroom, with a massive central staircase. Great. Back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea? What do you mean? Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking if there's any reason we came back here. Yeah, there's a reason. Of course there's a reason. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky. Huh? This. Junpei pulled out 2 things out of his pockets. The Saturn key card. And the Earth key. Santa cocked his head to one side, like an inquisitive bird, and looked at them. After several long moments during which it became apparent that Santa had no idea what the cards meant, June took pity on him. Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. On A deck, the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the 2 keys that Jumpy has should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck, huh? Yes, that's right. June smiled, pleased with